Welcome back to day 11 of Flourish and 30. Today we are going to be sculpting and strengthening our arms and back through this upper body circuit. All you need is a mat and a set of dumbbells. I have a couple sets of dumbbells with me. You only need one set, but if you have multiple weights available, go ahead and grab them and set them nearby. For reference, I have some 5s, 10s, and 15s with me today. Okay, let's begin with our warm-up. We're gonna start by standing. Nice and tall, rolling those shoulders back. Let's go into some big arm circles, really reaching those arms straight up, elbows to ears, and then driving them back as far as you can. Keeping those arms as straight as you can. Let's do 3 more in this direction. And let's switch it up. Now driving those arms back and forward. Really trying to pull those elbows up towards your ears. Two more. Beautiful. Okay, let's bring it down to our mat. We're gonna be lying on our stomach. Bringing those hands right underneath those shoulders to the outsides of your chest. Let's lift that chest off the ground, looking up towards the sky. And then as you lower, push back into a child's pose. So we shift our weight forward, lowering to our mat, pushing that chest away from the ground. We lower and then push back into our child's pose. So just trying to find the flow through this movement, really getting our spine and our arms warmed up, ready to go. Let's do 2 more, just like this. Last one. Looking up towards the sky, lower, and then push back into your child's pose. All right, coming to all fours, hands right underneath those shoulders, knees right underneath those hips. From here, shift your weight back a little bit into those hips, and then let's open that left side wide, reaching that hand up towards the sky, and then thread that hand through your opposite arm and leg. Then we open up wide again, reaching those fingertips towards the sky, and we thread that arm through. Really wringing out the spine, opening up that chest. 2 more, just like this. Opening up a little bit wider each time. Bringing that hand back down towards your mat. Let's go over to the other side. So now opening that right side up, reaching those fingertips up towards the sky. We thread that hand through our opposite arm and leg. Eyes following your hand the whole time. Four more. Feeling that nice stretch through your spine. Really trying to get that chest nice and open. Last 2. And last one. All right, bringing that hand down, and we have completed our warm-up. Let's get this party started. Okay, we're gonna be starting with an Arnold press, so I'm gonna grab my 10s for this one. We're gonna start in a standing position. So our feet are about hip width apart. Our ribs are locked down, our core is nice and tight, pulling that belly button towards our spine. So we're gonna begin with our palms facing our shoulders. Our elbows are tight out in front. From here, we rotate those weights and we press straight up over those shoulders. And then we drop those elbows back down, palms face our chest. So we rotate to press, and then we lower down, elbows tucked, palms face chest. And 5, we have 5 more just like this. Landing those weights straight over those shoulders, reaching those elbows towards your ears. Last 3. Keeping that core tight. 2, Last one, big press, squeeze, and lower those weights with control. All right, carefully setting those weights down. Let's go into our bent over rows. So for this, if you've been doing bent over rows, you might be able to go a little bit heavier with them, but if you're new, just keep your weights a little bit lighter. Remember, after each round, you can adjust and either increase your weight or decrease your weight. So, standing with our feet hip width apart, heels and toes planted, our shoulders are rolled back, and we're locking those lats in place so that outer back is really locked in. From here, send those hips back as you drag those weights down your legs. We're going to go into our rows. So pull those elbows back towards your hips and then lower those weights back down towards your knees. So we squeeze our back and we lower with control, really keeping that core tight. Our glutes are flexed to hold us in position, and we're focusing on that back, doing all the work. We have 4 more just like this. Big squeeze at the top. Last 2, driving those elbows back towards your hips. Last 1, big squeeze, hold here for 3, 2, 1, lower with control. Setting those weights down. From here, we're gonna go to a lighter weight for some straight arm lat kickbacks. So when we're doing lat kickbacks, we are focusing on that outer back, the wings of your back, your lats. So I'm gonna grab my 5s. We're standing hip width apart, and we're gonna drop down just like our bent over rows. So we send those hips back. Our arms are going to be straight, right outside of our legs, and we're going to keep our arms as straight as we can as we kick those weights back. So really keep those shoulders locked in place. We're just kicking those dumbbells straight back, squeezing that outer back at the top. Squeeze that core. We have 5 more. Really starting to feel that back lighting up. And 3, 2, last one, big squeeze and lower. Whew. All right, shake out those arms, and then we're going into a hammer curl to lateral raise. So you might want to start lighter with this one, and then you can always move up. I'm going to start with my 5s, and then we'll see how that goes. All right. Whew. Okay, standing up nice and tall, shoulders rolled back, our feet are hip width apart, our core's locked in. From here, we curl those weights, keeping our elbows locked in place. Lower those weights all the way down. Then we keep a slight bend in our elbows as we go into our lateral raise. So we curl and squeeze, and then drive out to the side. Keeping a slight tuck to those arms. Focusing on our biceps and then our shoulders. 5 more. And 4. Moving slow with control. 3. Last 2. 1 more, big squeeze and lift. All right, from here, we're gonna bring it down to our mat. We're gonna really burn those arms up with some tricep pulses. So those hands are gonna be just outside those hips and underneath those shoulders behind you. And then we're going to bridge up with our hips, so just bringing those hips a little bit off the ground. We're gonna drive those elbows straight back. You just tap down and press up. It's a small movement, but we're focusing on moving through those elbows. So drive those elbows straight back, keep them tight, and then press straight up. Really shifting that weight back, and really grip the mat with your fingertips to help take some pressure off those wrists. Ready? Just 4 more. And 3, 2, on this last one, let's hold at the bottom. Don't rest those hips. 3, 2, 1, and let's hold at the top for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Beautiful. Okay, set those hips down. Shake it out. And now we have 2 more rounds. Okay, round 1 is done. Now that you know the movements, you can make adjustments from here. Maybe challenge yourself, or some of them, if your form was struggling, maybe you move down in weight. And remember, you can always pause class, take a break, hop right back in. This is your class. Do what feels best for you. Okay, shake out those arms. And then we're gonna go back into our Arnold press. Already feeling toasty. Okay, let's start standing. Feet are hip width apart. We squeeze that core, lock those ribs down. Palms are facing those shoulders. Elbows are tight and tucked. Ready? We rotate to press straight over those shoulders, elbows to ears. Lower with control. Send it back up. Really keeping everything else locked in so that we're moving through those arms with lots of control. 5 more. You got it. And 4. Squeeze that core as you press. 3. Elbows to ears. 2. Last one. Big press, squeeze, and lower down with control. Oh my gosh, my shoulders are already feeling it. Okay, we're going into our row next. Shake out those arms. Okay. Grabbing our weights, our feet are hip width apart. Let's lock in that core. Roll those shoulders back so that those lats are locked in, that outer back's locked in. Let's send those hips back and down. From here, we pull those elbows back towards our hips to row. Drop those weights back down to the outsides of our knees. Keep your gaze down towards your mat. We want to keep that spine neutral. You got this. You're strong. 4 more, just like this. 4. Big squeeze at the top. 3. Lower with control. 2. Last one, big hold. 3, 2, 1, and we lower slowly. Okay, set those weights down carefully. We're gonna go straight into our straight arm lat kickbacks to keep that back fired up. All right. Getting back into position, but this time our arms are staying as straight as we can. There's just a slight bend in our elbows. Lock those shoulders in. Ready? We kick straight back for 10. 9, 8, big squeeze. 7, 6, you got it. 5, get that little hold at the top. 4, 3, 2, 1 more. We got it. Big squeeze and stand on up. Whew. All right, shake out those arms before we go into our hammer curl to lateral raise. I think I'm gonna move up in weight. We're gonna try it out. Remember, you can always challenge yourself, move up in weight. If it gets to be too heavy, you just drop down, okay? So I'm gonna keep encouraging you to challenge yourself. You're stronger than you think. All right, ready? Feet hip width apart. Those elbows are locked in. We curl straight up, keeping those elbows locked in, squeeze those biceps, and then we raise, keeping a slight bend and tuck in those arms. Really trying not to swing those weights around. We move with control, being super intentional with every single rep to get the most out of this workout. Just 5 more. You got this. And 4. Big squeeze each time. 3. Letting those dumbbells fall all the way before you lift. 2. I'm feeling the 10s. Last one. Big squeeze and raise. Woo, okay. Set those weights down. Beautiful. Okay, let's bring it down to our mat. So we did the hold on the last rep. This time we're gonna do it on the last 2 reps. So we hold at the bottom and then we hold at the top to really fire up those arms. Okay, place those hands to the outsides of your hips, just a bit behind you, under those shoulders. Let's bridge up. Ready? We drive those elbows straight back. Shift that weight back, press up. You're just barely tapping down. 3, 4, keep those elbows tucked. 5, 6, 7, 8. Ready? We hold at the bottom for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. We hold at the top for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. We drop in, hold at the bottom for 3, 2, 1. We hold at the top for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And lower down, shake out those arms. Whew, they're burning. Oh my gosh. 2 rounds done. 1 to go. What does that mean? Last round, best round. All right, you've done the moves, you know them, you're a pro at them now. So now we're gonna try and level up. We're gonna push ourselves, really push out of your comfort zone, okay? You're strong, you're an athlete, you got this. Grab a quick drink if you need. All right, who's ready for round 3? All right, let's go into our Arnold press. Whew, we got this. All right, standing up nice and tall. You know the drill. Lock those ribs down. That core is tight. Palms facing those shoulders. Ready? We press straight up over those shoulders, elbows to ears. Drop with control. And 3. Squeeze that core every time you press. 4, 5, 6, 4 more. We're feeling it, but we're in this together. We got it. Last 2. Last one, guys. Big press, squeeze and lower, nice and slow. Whew. All right, shake out those arms. Get ready. We're going into our bent over row. All right. Grab those weights. Let's get set up. We roll those shoulders back to lock in our lats. And let's send those hips back. Ready? We row, pulling those elbows back towards our hips, keeping those shoulders rolled back. 3. Nice and slow. 4. Little hold at the top. 6. 2 more. 7. 1 more. Big squeeze and hold at the top for 3, 2, 1. Lower, nice and slow. Now we're only going to hold on to one weight. Hold it right in the center. Stay here. Let's row. We're doing a little drop set. So we drop that weight down. 6 more, just like this. 5. You can do it. 4, 3, 2. Last one. Big squeeze and lower. Whew. Okay. Shake out those arms and get ready. We're going to go into our straight arm lat kick back. Fire up that back a little bit more. All right. Lock everything in. We send those hips back. Those weights are just outside of our legs. Arms stay straight. We kick those weights straight back for 10, 9, 8. Flex those glutes. 7, 6. Pull that core in tight. 5. You can do it. 4, 3, 2. Last one. Big squeeze. Woo. And set those weights down. Oh my gosh. Big burn. Whew. All right, I think I'm gonna do the 10s again for these hammer curls to lateral raises. We got this. Just 2 more moves, guys, 2 more moves. All right, ready? Last round, best round, we can do it. Last time you gotta do each of these moves. Okay, let's curl, elbows stay locked in. And raise, keeping that tuck to those arms. We gotta protect those joints. Nice and slow. Letting those weights fall all the way down before you raise. And 5. We're halfway. We got it. Moving slower than you think you need to. Whew. Last 3. We got this. Big squeeze. Hand raise. Last one. We can do it. And lift. Woo! And set those weights down. Beautiful. Nice work, guys. All right, bring it down to the mat. So this time, we're gonna hold on our last 3. All right, so 5 seconds at the bottom, 5 seconds at the top. I know those arms are going to be burning, but you can do it. This is the last move you have to do today, so you got this. All right, place those hands under those shoulders, the outsides of your hips. Ready? We bridge up and we send those elbows back, just little pulses through those triceps. And 3, 4, 5, 6, stay with me, 7, 8, 9, 10, yeah. Ready, and drop, hold for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, at the top, 4, 4, 3, 2, 1, drop, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, send it up, 4, 3, 2, 1, one more, stay with me, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, send it up for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and drop. Oh my gosh, my shoulders, my arms, my triceps. Shake it out. We made it through today's upper body circuit. I hope your arms are just as on fire as mine are. Mine are burning, which is an amazing feeling. We love the burn. We love feeling strong, love feeling like we challenged ourselves and pushed ourselves out of our comfort zones. I'm so proud of you for showing up, and I'll see you back here tomorrow for day 12.